Tips to control high blood pressure. Hypertension, which means high blood pressure, is a serious problem that affects 1/3 of adults in the United States. It can often have no symptoms but still needs immediate attention, especially if you are overweight, sedentary, eating improperly or it just runs in your family. Try the tips below and see which ones work for you and your lifestyle. 1. Start the DASH diet. That stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension Diet, which is exactly what you should be looking for. It means piling on the whole foods, grains, fruits and veggies, low-fat dairy and skipping the sugar, saturated fat and cholesterol. This diet has been shown to significantly reduce high blood pressure. Basically, you'll be cutting out red meat, junk food, and white carbs, including white sugar, flour, noodles and potatoes. 2. Reduce your sodium intake. Limit your sodium to about 2,300 mg, mg, per day. An easy way to cut out the salt is to skip on the processed foods. When you prepare your own food, you know just what goes into it. Start cooking. Don't add salt to your foods. If that's an issue for you, start cutting back gradually. Believe it or not, your palate will adjust. Salt is often a hidden food, so you may not realize that you are eating it until you start looking for it. Try cooking with a sea salt. Remember, a little goes a long way. 3. Up your potassium, magnesium and calcium levels. These 3 nutrients have been linked to low levels of blood pressure in multiple studies. They are linked to maintaining low blood pressure in general. Potassium, the most potent of the 3, is found in fruits, like bananas, veggies, dairy, and fish. Calcium is found in dairy products, go for the low-fat kind, and magnesium is found in whole grains, green leafy vegetables, nuts, and dry peas and beans. 4. Work in the wonder foods. Fatty fish, like mackerel and salmon, contain healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Just grill up some salmon a few times a week, with a bit of olive oil to keep it healthy. Garlic can be used for everything from lowering blood pressure to eliminating earaches. Dark chocolate that's at least 70% cocoa can lower blood pressure, according to a recent study. Have just half an ounce daily to reap the benefits. 5. Sip on hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea can lower high blood pressure by as much as 7 points. This is because of the phytochemicals present in hibiscus. If you enjoy herbal teas, you can find many blends that contain hibiscus. For the best results, choose a blend that lists hibiscus as one of the top ingredients. Since caffeine can constrict your blood vessels and worsen high blood pressure, it's a good idea to avoid herbal teas that contain caffeine. 6. Check your blood pressure regularly. You should also get blood work to have your cholesterol, blood sugar, and mineral levels tested at least once a year to make sure that you remain within the healthy ranges. If you are taking your blood pressure at home, make sure you're doing it correctly. If you have any questions at all, ask your doctor. You should be getting higher readings when you wake up and while at work. It will lower at home and when you're relaxing. 7. Watch your weight. It's very important that you know the target weight range for your height and work to maintain it. If you are overweight or obese, know how much you need to lose to reach your target weight range. Begin working toward that goal, even if you know it will take a long time to reach it. Each pound lost is a success that will help you live a healthier life. 8. Exercise 30 to 60 minutes almost every day of the week. Even making small efforts helps. Squeezing in a 15-minute walk before work is definitely better than nothing. You don't have to get your workout in all in one go. Having an active lifestyle is all about finding small ways to get moving. It doesn't necessarily mean going to the gym. Good examples of cardio activity include walking, running, dancing, or aerobics classes. To make sure that you're getting the full benefits of your workout, make sure that your heart rate ranges between 50 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. 9. Limit your alcohol intake. In small amounts, red wine can lower your blood pressure slightly. However, drinking in moderate amounts can exacerbate your hypertension. Men younger than 65 can get away with 2 drinks a day, but everyone else should stick to 1. And that doesn't mean you get 7 in one day if you've skipped a week. Know what 1 drink really means. That's 5 ounces of wine, 12 ounces of beer, or 1.5 ounces of 80 proof hard liquor. 10. Avoid tobacco products. Smoking throughout the day can raise your blood pressure virtually permanently. Apart from all the other absolutely terrible side effects of smoking, it can raise your blood pressure by 10 mm Hg for up to an hour after you puff away. Though it's only a temporary effect, if you do it constantly, your blood pressure doesn't know the difference. 11. Cut back on caffeine. Drinking beverages containing caffeine will boost your heart rate and can spike your blood pressure temporarily, in addition to being potentially quite harmful to the health of persons developing hypertension and promoting sleep disorders. It's best to keep it down as much as possible. Drink a cup of coffee or a can of soda and check your blood pressure within 30 minutes. If your levels raise near 5 or 10 points, you may be extra caffeine sensitive. 12. Keep a food diary. Controlling and lowering your blood pressure isn't incredibly difficult, it just takes diligence and attention to detail. Monitoring your diet will be a bit tedious, sure, but it's doable. It'll sure be a lot easier with a food journal. Not only will you see what you should, and shouldn't, eat, you'll notice eating patterns that you may not have noticed before. In addition to tracking what you're eating, also write down when and why. It's probably not always due to hunger. 13. Reduce your stress. Stress and anxiety can contribute to high blood pressure. Take time to think about what is stressing you and how you can solve the problem to alleviate your hypertension. Consider taking up yoga. You could also take time out of your day to meditate, work on deep breathing, or do an activity that calms you, such as reading a book, soaking in the tub, coloring in an adult coloring book, or listening to music. 14. Make regular doctor appointments and monitor your blood pressure at home. Depending on how high your blood pressure is and its consistency, your appointment frequency will vary from those of another person. It's always better to err on the side of caution. Find a doctor and stick with him or her. When your doctor knows you well, he/she can better treat you. The more they're familiar with your history, the easier it will be to get you on a path to lower numbers. 15. Take a supplement or other blood pressure medication. This is something that should only be done upon the advice of your doctor. Diuretics and beta blockers are 2 of the most common that your doctor may recommend. Diuretics dispel excess salt and toxins from your body by making you urinate more, and beta blockers slow your heart rate down. Your doctor may prescribe other treatments as well, so be sure to talk to your pharmacist to find out how they will affect you. 16. Get support. Friends and family can help you lower your blood pressure if you let them. They can back up your exercise plans or make appointments for you at the doctor's office. And they can keep junk out of the cupboards. Hypertension is such a common thing nowadays, it's a safe bet you know other people going through the same issues. If you can, find a workout or cooking buddy to make the good habits come a bit easier.